chappers, this is Lee, and Lee thought it would be a great idea to be very, very self-indulgent.
Yes.
And just get his favourite selection of boutique pedals and fling him into a Cornford Carrera.
Which is also one of my absolute all-time favourite amplifiers as well.
And I thought I'd use a nice Fender Strat, Hum Sing Sing, just to give you a classic standard tone. What pedals did you select, Mr. Lee?
Well, I mean, the pedals we've got are some boutique pedals, so these are all a little bit more expensive perhaps than your run-of-the-mill you know, Boss and perhaps typical pedals you might see on a lot of boards. So I've gone for a Blackstar HT Dual, I've gone for a Love Pedal Eternity Fuse, I've gone for a full-tone Fat Boost, which actually the full-tone Fat Boost, we're probably going to have to change the amp settings to get the best out of it. It's not really a drive pedal, it's more of a boost pedal. I've got an exotic BB preamp, which is a fabulous pedal. And lastly, I've got a Box of Rock pedal by Zvex.
Big fan of the Zvex pedals. They're awesome, awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got to say, I use a boost rather than a drive pedal myself. I put it through the effects loop and boost the tubes, and it works really well for me. So I'm interested to hear the Love pedal, the Fat Boost.
Fat Boost,
yeah. Can't wait to hear the Fat Boost.
So, I mean, the Carrera, a lot of people, all my customers will know this is pretty much my favourite amplifier. This is a little, very much a home and studio use tube amplifier. It's great for small gigs as well, but it's definitely at the lower output end. It's all tube, Class A, made in England, not too far from here, in Kent. And this has got some mojo, something going on there.
How many watts is it?
This has 2 settings. One of the great features on this amp is you can run this in either a 9 or a 12 watt mode, and it's entirely up to you. It's really, really easy to change. You can choose whether you want to use an EL34 in the output stage or a 6L6 in the output stage, and no rebiasing needed or anything.
It's just the one valve, isn't it?
It's one output valve, single-ended Class A. It's just fab. Obviously there's tubes in the preamp as well.
Yeah.
In terms of the output, single valve. And this thing cooks. In fact, what we'll do as well in the demo is we'll actually just show you what this thing's like if you don't use a pedal and just gun it, because that sounds awesome too. That's probably where we use the Fat Boost as well, just to sort of add some extra stuff to this. But this is, as I said, this is a little self-indulgent. You know, as I said, this is not the sort of stuff that everybody's going to be able to afford. But actually, you know what, some of these pedals aren't as expensive as you think. And you know what, chappers? You can't put a price on a great drive tone.
You can't put a price on a great drive tone at Andertons.
At Andertons.
Here's a reference tone for you. So it's basically a warm clean. It's not crunch, it's just a warm clean. And we've got the humbucker and a single coil.
Yeah.
So.
And we've got the gain on the amplifier set pretty low because it's a low wattage amplifier. To get a clean sound, you know, there's not a huge amount of volume possible on a clean sound, but we've kept the amp pretty clean to demo the pedals. And then I think what we'll do is we'll crank the amp a little bit and then overlayer the pedals as well, just to sort of really saturate that.
Can we start with the Box of Rock, please, Captain?
You certainly may. A Box of Rocks has 2 buttons. One is to just engage the regular drive circuit, and then it has a boost circuit too. So, shall I do the honours?
Do the honours.
I'm doing the honours right now. Kick the boost in. That's cooking.
It's a pleasing tone.
Yeah.
Very, very martially.
Yeah.
It's gnarly, as they say in America, I believe.
It's definitely. I think certainly the Zvex stuff does have a tendency to perhaps put some of that more fuzzy overdrive into the mix. You know, a real kind of gunning kind of drive pedal.
Yeah.
Next one is one of my, again, another real favourite of mine, another American boutique manufacturer called Exotic. And they make a few pedals, about half a dozen different pedals, and this is my favourite, and it's called the BB Preamp. The BB Preamp became pretty famous a couple of years ago because Andy Timmons, he had his own sort of signature version of the BB done. So this is the regular BB, it's pretty much the same thing.
Here's the reference tone again, and here's the BB. kind of like an Uber tube screamer to me.
Yeah, it is.
Kind of got that creamy sort of sustain to it.
I think the BB is probably the closest thing to a tube screamer. True bypass though, which current tube screamer isn't.
Yes.
But it's really like the BB. I can't believe how few people have heard of exotic pedals as well, because they really are cool.
Where are they made?
In the US, I think everything here, with the exception of the Black Star one, is all some crazy mad professor in America with a soldering iron making 5 pedals a week or something. But anyway.